Alright, what's up everybody? We are back with more of Avadon 2 the Corruption. We're gonna continue on here in the stagnant water area. Oh, it's just Wretch here. I thought it would be like some major encounter, but maybe it still will. You find a small campsite in this clearing, surrounded by dead, warped trees. There is someone here, not a twisted whore, not undead, just a wretch. A lone, terrified wretch. The hungry, filthy fellow runs up to you. Real? Are you real? He pokes you in the chest with a long claw. You wince. You are! Rescue at last! I am Goblet, scout of Monitor Base C. I want to flee. Is it safe to flee? You are a scout? Yes, loyal pack, so don't stab me. And from Monitor Base C. Got trapped. Want to flee. Where are the other scouts? Eaten. Very sad. You want to flee? Yes. Trapped by whores. Please save me. Help me go. Will be reward. Reward? Yes. Follow Garunk, Scoutmaster and Monitor Base. If I live, he's sure to give reward. He really... Sure. Why not? He's rich. He'll pay you a fortune if you save me. It's safe. Fly. Be free. Goblet gathers together his meager supplies. I run now. Please help Goblet. Watch over me. If I die, who will tell Garunk to give you a reward? Nobody. That's who. Then the wretch makes a run for it. Oh, can we at least take stuff from here then? Yep, we can. Dang, you move slower than hell. Slow as hell. And a bunch of enemies conveniently pop up here. But we'll kill them for him. These searing stalkers should not be a major problem anyway. Yeah, I definitely want to rely on the wretch to do major damage though, so we have to do this ourselves. At least he can take a lot of health. At least he has a lot of health to take damage and stuff like that. Ah, even more crap. Yeah, at least he has plenty of health, even though he can't do a lot of damage. Goblet flees to safety. Okay, cool. Alright, endurance. At level 7, add 10% for level resistance to mental, poison, and acid attacks. At level 6, gain Lightning Pot, fling a small orb full of a foul, caustic substance, burning the target and causing lasting corruption damage. Okay, cool. Alright, we're still gonna explore the rest of the area before we go to our main part. Hey, we saved the wretch, so hopefully we do get a decent reward out of it. I mean, I probably should go back to the base anyway before I head off to the main mission. On this island, you find a lovely farm. You look at it again. Yes, you saw what you thought you saw. It is as if a giant hand shoveled up a lovely Daram farm, carried it deep inside this hellish wasteland, and carefully set it down. Nobody is outside, but smoke rises from the chimney. Someone is home. Ooh, so we found a farm. Okay. How about we do that after we... Brigand remains. You know what, screw it. After we kill these, we'll just take the south exit and get our reward from Grunk, whatever that may be. And also turn in the glowing soap that we found too, to Marlene. You killed. Die already. Icy runestone, elixir of health. We'll take that. Oh, interesting. It looks like we found some camp here. Rune etched buckler. The ones I already have are better, I think. Although, yeah, we can put this on her. Alright, what bonuses does it give again? That might ultimately actually no. We'll keep that on her. Because I think she can cause some curses and blessings too. Alright, since we unlocked the southern exit, let's go ahead and head back to Monitor Base C, see if we can get a reward there for something. I know Marlene will give us something for what we found, but I don't know if Grunk's gonna give us much for Goblet. I found this glowing spider web. Marlene puts on a pair of thick gloves and takes the pulsing fibers away. She inspects them closely. One of them tries to wrap around her neck. She swears. Yes, she says, that is magic. Give me some time with it and I'll see what I can do. You go to the dining hall and kill time for a few hours. Marlene eventually sends an assistant to fetch you. Marlene proudly presents you with a pair of silk pants. The energy and the spider silk transferred to this very well. Enchanted pant. Ooh. We can save that for Yannick, actually. I was going to say, as far as the shield I gave to Yoshiria, I was about to say that could go good on Yannick or Dedrick, but they both wield staves rather than rods, so we'll just keep it on Yoshiria. I rescued one of your scouts. Oh, yes, found that out. Probably no reward necessary, right? What? He said I reward you? Fine, I pay you out of his pay. Stupid idiot. He gives you a sack of copper coins, cursing all the while. Wasteland Basilisk. Or Wasteland Basilisk. Well, okay. Oh, that's only for her, though. Whatever, we'll just do it. Constant stuns, though. You hear a loud alarm cry. I don't give a crap. No loud alarm cry. Get out of here with that. Well, this stunning is so annoying. think one of the things I like about this game is that you don't necessarily need to take someone like a sorcerer or a mage to go on your adventures with. I mean, I'm running things just fine with the people who primarily use range or melee right now. Although, apart from Alkander, because I already have a Tinker Mage, I will take the other people as much as I can, though. In the meantime, let's go ahead and head over to this farmhouse. See who is home here. Yoshira takes a moment to sit down and enjoy the cool, comfortable atmosphere of the farmhouse. He pointedly ignores the quiet figure standing by the oven. Then she stands up. Apologies, Malik. I wanted to take a moment to enjoy the illusion. I wish all the traps set for us were this pleasant. Oh. There is a Daramite woman standing at the oven, her back to you, stirring something in a pot. You say hello. She doesn't respond. You clear your throat. She doesn't respond. You touch her on the shoulder. She spins around. She seems a little startled by your presence. Also, she doesn't have eyes, only pools of utter blackness. It's a little off-putting. You see what she was stirring in the pot, a human skull sitting in filthy gray water. Then she opens her mouth. A swarm of bats fly out. You start to suspect that she is no longer human, if she ever was in the first place. Well, Yoshira, you called it. This is definitely a trap. Ooh, at least that can damage her. You deliver this horror a final blow. She melts into a pool of black goo. Choking gas pours off of it, filling the room. As you double over, gagging, the muck forms itself into more bats. You are starting to really hate the corruption. No kidding, right? Endurance. At level 7, adds 5% per level chance of critical damage. At level 6, gain Battle Frenzy. The Blade Master goes into Frenzy, gaining extra attacks for several rounds. Okay, that will be very handy. Of course. Spider Silk Cloak. Okay, that'll be good on Yoshiria. I mean, the Silken Shroud has more value, but I feel like the cloak will still be a little bit more useful than what we have now, so we'll do that. So yeah, so much trickery. There is a passage into the spire, but a closed steel gate blocks your entry. There is also a statue of a leering gargoyle. When you get close, with a creak and a puff of dust, the gargoyle turns to face you. It lets out a long, cackling laugh. Then it says, "The mighty Vardegras welcomes you, Hand of Avadon. The dragon knows of and respects your might. Therefore, he will only open the gate to one of you. Advance and make your choice." The gargoyle then lets out a rude, raspberry noise, turns, and resumes its immobility. You approach the huge steel gate. It does not open. The gargoyle is right. You won't be allowed to enter unless you go alone. Kalita shakes her head. I don't like this. It's a terrible risk. And yet, if we want to complete our mission... She shakes her head. Yoshira appears through the bars. I can't be sure, of course, but there is nothing about this that doesn't say trap. With intense regret, you decide to proceed alone. You dismiss your companions to return to the safety of Avadon. But the pain creak that must be audible a mile away, the massive steel gate opens. You are being allowed alone into the lair of Vardegras the dragon. This huge stone spire is actually hollow in the middle. You enter an enormous clearing in the center. The spire is actually a granite tube with a tiny circle of sky visible at the top. There is a crumbling stone circle inside of the clearing, and inside of the circle waits a dragon. When you enter, the massive reptile turns to face you. He grins, bearing teeth like swords. The hand arrives. I have been expecting you. Come, parley with the great Vardegras. You approach. As you walk forward, you are not surprised to hear the gates close behind you. Sadly, when you get close to the dragon, nothing about him surprises you. You expected a massive mountain of muscle and bone infused with magic, radiating an aura of intense, arrogant power. And this is exactly what you get. He is a fully grown specimen of the species, centuries old. His sides are scarred with the blows of many battles, but none of his wounds have reduced his might in the slightest. He evaluates you and nods approvingly. Ah, I am Vardegras, mighty member of the mightiest of races. And you are Malik. You speak for the pact. You have come far to see me. How did you know my name? Our ways of learning and watching are secret. My kind prizes many treasures, and knowledge is among the greatest. Does not your pact always seek to buy our knowledge? Why do I have to enter alone? Because you are a hand of Avadon, the most arrogant of your kind. Who knows how you might inconvenience me if I let you feel you were at your full strength. Yes, I speak for the pact. Of course, you are a hand of Avadon. This is your power. That is your power. It is the reason, the only reason I let you see me. You may get what you seek, but you will have to pay. What do you wish of me? What sort of things can you give me? Information. I know that this is what you seek. Say what you want. I'm looking for a human. Her name is Miranda. Vardegras nods slowly. I will not pretend I know of her. I knew the moment I saw her pass that there was valuable information there. To be taken, to be sold. Valuable information, the sort that commands a great price. You speak for Avadon. Make me an offer. You may have whatever you wish. In my long life, I have observed something. An offer of everything always becomes an offer of nothing. Give me specifics. I want gold. You may have 100 pieces of gold. Vardegras snores. You insult me. Those who insult me tend to serve as my supper. Try again. A higher number, please. You may have 10,000 pieces of gold. Vardegras nods. A carefully chosen sum. True wealth, but not enough to cause a crisis. Yes, I suppose it is reasonable. I will tell you where Miranda is. Where is Miranda? Vardegras turns and looks at one of the stones behind him. The second bid has been received. I now know the value the pact places on my aid. Now the negotiations can truly begin. Someone steps out from behind the pillar. You came. This is your last mistake. Yeah, I've learned where Miranda came. She is here. She came to deal with Vardegras as quickly as she could. She is even more thin and dirty than she was when he fought her before, but her fanatical energy has not dimmed. Miranda sneers at you. Still hunting me, Malik? And yet... Too late. Vardegras is helping us now. Vardegras turns to Miranda. A tiny wisp of warning smoke rises from his nose. I do not answer to you, human. I now have your offers in hand. Helping you would bring me risk. I would have to fight the pact. Vardegras, you are harboring a traitor. A traitor? You are in the corruption. There are no states here, no order. Treason does not exist here. There is only you and her, and the decision. Decision? I need to kill one of you. I need to let one of you live. Miranda suddenly looks uncertain. I am tiring of the arrogance of you beasts of the corruption. The Les offered you a great deal for your help. He was generous and beyond. You want what he will give? Kill Malik now. What did the Les offer? Vardegras shrugs. The usual things. My own land in the Tawan. Gold, artifacts, all the livestock I can eat. And that is a lot of livestock. All conditional on his victory, of course. You know of the Les? I know a few things. Nothing you don't. That wily rebel can even hide secrets from me. I would caution against working with the Les. No such warning is necessary. I know exactly how much risk I would be taking on. I need to see if the reward is worth it. Thus, more negotiation. Malik, I would speak with Miranda. I need to see if it is necessary to kill you, or just to hold you here for a few years. Fine, speak with her. In private. The dragon points toward the huge doors to the northwest. Your cell is there. It is very large and very comfortable. Miranda steps forward. Vardegras, this is a mistake. Do not give Malik the chance to escape. Hands of Avadon are wily. Don't ever leave them alone. Vardegras is amused. Fine, Malik, I intend to keep you here for a while. Maybe a few years, if necessary. I will not hurt you unless you leave your cell. Do that and I will feed. Now go. Miranda and I need to speak. Miranda, once again, you have failed to kill me. Miranda trembles with silent rage. Vardegras looks tired. Please. Spare me your banter and posturing. I'm starting to regret becoming involved. Malik, your cell waits. Then we can get to business. Can we explore the other? Dang, he has a short area. But fine, I'll go in the cell. There is an achievement to eat cake, but I probably should wait until I'm not in the corruption to do that. You enter your cell. Vardegras was right about it being large. There's a gigantic, majestic hall with tall marble pillars surrounding a hissing fumarole. It's painfully hot and the sulfur in the air makes you gag. As often happens in the corruption, you can't tell if the hall is ancient or if it is recent construction prematurely crumbled away by the caustic magic of this land. Or maybe the hall spontaneously appeared a month ago. Vardegras has been using this hall to store trinkets that weren't worthy of being part of his main hoard. There are shelves everywhere, heavy with rusted tools and dusty pots. You can't see any exits beside the door you pass through. When you hear the heavy bar slamming into place on the other side of it, trapping you, you consider searching for a way out. You aren't sure you can survive in here for days, let alone years. We can still explore right in the meantime. As we search the hall, your keen eyes pick out a detail that was probably too small for Vardegras to notice. There is a brick protruding from the wall in the corner. It doesn't look like the wall settled. It looks like it was meant to be pushed in. Ooh. Well, still, let's go ahead and explore the rest of the area before we do anything. Okay, so not much here. As you search the hall, your keen eyes pick out a detail that was probably too small. Okay, whatever. You push your way into a narrow crack in the granite. The passage is too small for the dragon to enter. The air is still painfully hot, but nothing compared to the inferno you just emerged from. Now that you are out of your cell, you might be able to escape. Of course, between Miranda, the dragon, and whatever horrors are lurking in these tunnels, getting away might be a bit of a challenge. This reminds me of the part in the first Avadon, though, where you basically have to escape or survive in the lair without your companions. So, but that was only one instance in that game, so I'm hoping this is also the only instance where you do so, because I like having my companions around me. Come on now. But I feel like we weren't given much choice there besides that. Fortunately, Tinker Mages are strong, so I can summon a turret if necessary. Then again, if you remember in the Avernum trilogy, there were also... It was more so in Avernum 2, I think, where you had to go in, like, instances of dungeons where you had one character go alone. I don't really remember that too much in Avernum 3, Ruined World, or the first game, really. I think it was primarily Avernum 2, Crystal Souls. You know what, screw it. Yeah, I feel like you don't really need to train strength that much on a Tinker Mage, since blade training makes up for lacking strength. But yeah, I remember that was really the only instance in Avadon where you had to go without your companions. It was like it was one of the missions for Kalimdario and Hoklanda where I had to do that, so I do remember that. So I'm hoping that this one is the only other instance, the only instance where we don't have to have our companions with us. So yeah, I can understand now why Spider-Web software included blade training on the Tinker Mage, and why you don't necessarily need to have strength to do that. Why you don't need to train strength. Alright, at level 7, gain each additional level has a 5% chance to evade enemy blows. Level 6, gain build healing pylon, constructs a healing pylon in a nearby location. Okay, that can be very handy. The floor ahead is basalt covered with claw marks and bits of crushed bone. You hear deep breathing. Something very large is sleeping in the cavern ahead. Oh, crap. Okay, that was definitely my fault there. Fortunately, I think we can kill him just fine. But yeah, like I was saying, I think that's the reason why Spider-Web software included blade training on the Tinker Mage. So you can still be effective with your blade without needing to train strength, really. I still think if you were going to go down the left path, you would still need to train strength, but it's clearly not necessary to do so if you're going down the turret path. Yeah, that was very clumsy of me to just walk in there like that when I could have just avoided that. But hey, we did get another Drake skin out of it. Old Thyrmus or whatever that Drake's name was. You step out of a crack into a huge gallery. It is almost 80 feet wide and comparably high, stretching from the northwest to a huge hall to the southeast. Even from this distance, you can see Vardegras in the central chamber, arguing with Miranda in a circle of pillars. You take a cautious step onto the loose reddish stone of the gallery. When you set your foot down, the scream makes a satisfying crunching noise. Alas, the echoes of the sound are easily picked up by the dragon's sharp ears. Vardegras turns, sees you, and lets out a huge, loud roar. You make my choice easy, human. Miranda was right. You are too clever to live. He lumbers down the gallery towards you. You look for a place to hide. A narrow crack in a wall to the northeast looks like it might provide shelter. Can we still grab these real quick? The narrow, twisty passage widens into a large cavern. It is full of bubbling fumarole spitting out smoke and sparks in all directions. Vardegras doesn't come here, which is how the room came to be infested with horrors. The creepy stalkers walk between the pools, hunting for prey. In the middle of the chamber, you can see a huge infernal. It stands on a stone platform watching the chaos. Most of light surround it, holding it in place. When it sees you, it snarls. However, as long as you don't get too close, the bonds will hold it in place. You slip out of the gallery into a narrow passage. The dragon isn't willing to squeeze in and hunt you. Wisely, he only likes to fight in small tunnels when absolutely necessary. You hear Vardegras roar. Keep skulking, human. I will catch you eventually. All exits go through me. Dang, he was after us like crazy then. Okay, you know what? Since we can do some damage with the blade, we'll switch to that. So yeah, you don't need to train strength on a Tinker Mage at all, it looks like, unless, like I said, you were going down the other path. Oh god, I wish we could just sneak by just fine without having to worry about these other fights. This is kind of annoying. Come on, enough with the knockback crap. Okay, you know what? Screw it. We need some of this right here. Okay, I do want to stay away from that demon. You hear a conversation to the south. Well, an argument, shouting so loud that you can faintly hear it over the volcanic activity that surrounds you. If you got closer, you could probably overhear it. Not too close, of course. Get away from me, though. You sneak up to the point where the narrow crack reaches the main gallery. From here, you can hear what is going on and still be safely out of sight. If you continue to the south, however, Vardegras and Miranda will probably see you instantly, and it is definitely those two who are arguing. You can clearly hear the dragon's deep voice. You assured me that hands are weak, confused, and now one of them is loose in my lair, killing my pets, sniffing around my hoard. Then you hear Miranda respond. Her self-control in the face of the beast's rage is remarkable. Be calm. Malik is alone and trapped. Killing the hand is only a matter of time. Vardegras laughs, a cold, terrifying sound. Easy, eh? A simple task, but one you and your master left to me. Hunt your pest for you while you go to the core. Miranda wisely remains silent. I need proof that your kind is competent before I waste my energy. I need proof that your kind is competent before I waste my energy on you. There is a pest loose in my lair. Kill it. Even with your fatigue, it will be easy. Yes, only a matter of time. Miranda is not pleased by this, but she has no choice. It will be done. That is the end of the conversation. Okay, let's make sure we don't get too close to the... You step out into the reddish stone of the gallery. Once again, despite your best efforts, you produce a small audible crunch. The dragon created a very effective way to find intruders. You hear Vardegras roar and run towards you. Okay, let's try the other way then. Come on, really? How do I not have enough? Ah. Okay, I need to be able to get away. Crap. Okay, so we can definitely run back and do that if we need to. Golly, this is tedious. You enter another ancient hall. The crumbling walls and pillars are decorated with rotting tapestries, strange geometrical designs, and unfamiliar architecture. There are no signs that the dragon has been down here. There are plenty of pests, though. It's too small for Vardegras, but twisted arachnids of all sizes have made their home here. They scuttle underfoot, nibbling at your boots until you kick them away. Wait, hang on. I wonder if I can just avoid most of them. God, this is tedious as hell, though. So yeah, this is definitely a part that will definitely challenge you and drive you crazy with how... I definitely should not have gone greedy and gone after loot. I'm not even worried about that fountain there. You enter another large hall, part of the dragon's living chambers. Claw marks and bits of shed scale cover the floor. The musk of the reptile mixes with sulfur to make your nose wrinkle and your eyes water. And yet, the dragon isn't here. The halls are eerily quiet. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save the game right here, but I'll see you all soon with the next part.